Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to Pikmin 2! Good morning, workers! Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? Explains American economy in a nutshell. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion and press A to call them out. Indeed, in order to use the Pikmin, we need to call the Pikmin. All 20 of them are coming out, and we're gonna have fun, have a good time. And might as well call Louie to our side too. In general, when playing Pikmin 2, everything seems to feel a little more responsive than Pikmin 1 did. You can more easily call Pikmin around. Pikmin grow faster out of the ground. I'm not sure if these are all changes just for the Wii version of the game or not, but just in general, mechanics in Pikmin 2 will feel much smoother than they did in Pikmin 1. And speaking of mechanics, we can in fact see that when we have our daily time limit back again. And there's lots of new things to get here. Let's see if anything else popped up where Louie crashed. Oh, hello. Might as well try to get as many Pikmin as we possibly can. Because there's many things to do today. We need to get stuff. Oh, that's where Louie was. Okay. We need to get lots of Pikmin so we can go off and get more treasure, make our way through these areas here. And we need at least 35 to get past that barrier up there, and it looks like we've already grown that much. And there's something special up here that we need to find, and we need to experience. Again, the flow and feeling of things seems to feel a lot better in Pikmin 2 than in Pikmin 1. Because on day 2 in Pikmin 1, we had that long sequence where we had to... Oh, hello there. We had that long sequence where we had to knock down the gate, and we really couldn't do a heck of a lot. Whereas in this game, we immediately have a much wider area to work with, because it's the same area that we dropped down in previously. Alright, alright. There we go. Lots and lots of Pikmin to get. Very cool. Very nice. I like it a lot. 47 beautiful little red guys. All hanging out, having a good time. And Louie's here too. Now we can, in fact, knock down this devastating paper bag barrier. I'm missing with a lot of these throws here. It's okay. We're almost there. There we go. And there are, of course, more enemies to fight up here. More little Bulborb guys, more pellets to grab. Big old guys there. Want to try to avoid him as much as we can. And... oh, looks like there's another bit of treasure here, and a mysterious hole in the ground past this gate. We'll start knocking that down. And I wonder... can we carry this back without alerting... what's his name over there? Oh, not quite enough. Let's see. Yeah, you stand there, Louie. As the big part of Pikmin 2 is that, it can be troublesome to remember where Louie is sometimes, because you dismiss him alongside your Pikmin. But hey, yeah, we're making pretty good progress here. We already got a bunch of Pikmin, we carrying back more treasure, we're knocking down a gate. Heck yeah, man. It's Pikmin 2. I love this game. It just overall has a good feeling to it. It has a somewhat better feeling to it than Pikmin 1 did. And I'll always love Pikmin 1, but just the way they kind of, like, I don't know, smooth things out, refine things. Actually, we can take advantage of things here. Louie can hang out here and keep an eye on the guys going back to camp, while Olimar can go back up here and keep an eye on things going on at the gate up here. Now they're making a little bit of progress. But yeah, in a lot of ways, and again, it might be because I'm just playing the Wii version. I don't remember exact mechanical differences between GameCube and Wii versions of Pikmin 2. But overall, the game just feels better. It really does. And hey, we got ourselves the utter scrap valued at 170 Pokos. Treasure! Very cool. And I suppose we can go back up and help out with this here gate situation. We don't need to fight this guy, technically. I mean, he's worth Pikmin, but I'd say it's more worth our time right now to just kind of make progress and beat up a wall. $53 Pikmin. We'll definitely take care of this in no time flat. The nice rhythmic thwaps against the wall that sound like little bongo drums or something. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When massed, their might is ferocious. Louie, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release to throw them. Call them into a group with B. Press C to disband the group. We know this, man. Why are you telling us again? Down to issue orders. Down to swarm Pikmin on treasure and enemies, or make them march in a line. Indeed. But enough about that. We've got something else to check out here. Hello. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground. Before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Wise words. And definitely not twisted and insane. Let's go! The Emergence Cave. Enter this hole with your Pikmin squad? Yes, indeed. And thus brings us to another main feature of Pikmin 2. Another very much primary difference between this game and Pikmin 1. The caves. There are a lot of caves in Pikmin 2. With a lot of treasure in them. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground, Terrain. Press plus to communicate with me. I am not just a ship. I am an all-purpose support pod. Indeed. Much like on the surface, we can check the map and see what the heck is going on in the cave that we have found ourselves in. And, well, what do you know? There's some treasure here. And also some enemies. We can take care of these guys, no problem. There we go. And, not a heck of a lot to this cave. But, yeah. The caves in Pikmin 2 are a subject of debate of whether they make the game better or they make the game arguably worse. Because they are numerous, there is a lot going on in these caves. And also, how can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I don't think beasts will be worth much. Indeed, when you're underground, you can't grow more Pikmin, so any enemies are instead turned into small amounts of treasure. Small amounts of Pokos, just a couple at a time. Actual treasure, however. I don't know about you, but I'm in the mood for a delicious 7-Up. Quenching Emblem. For worth 100 Pokos. Indeed. And we also have with 180 Pokos, the Citrus Lump. Indeed. And that sort of noise you just heard, the vague sound of something powering down, is your indication that there's no more treasure on this floor. We actually find a particular item that helps us better identify when we've gotten all of the treasure, but that little sound indication is still there. Singing Pikmin. Adorable. But yeah, the caves in Pikmin 2. Some will say that they are far too numerous and far too time-consuming. Others will say that the whole underground exploration thing is, in fact, the best part of Pikmin 2. And I would intend to agree, because, again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, that, like, niche I have of, like, underground exploration that I enjoy in video games is definitely satisfied with Pikmin 2. I like this a lot. But here's the thing about the caves. You may notice that there's no sun dial. There's no timer at the top of the screen right now. That's because, as long as you're underground, the day does not go by. So, it by extension makes Pikmin 2 a much longer game than Pikmin 1, because as long as you're inside a cave, any single day in Pikmin 2 can be as long as you want. Whereas in Pikmin 1, you had like that set time limit every day, where it was like about 20 minutes at a time, you know? But this, day 2, can go on for quite a while. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, you do recall that you can adjust the camera with Z up and left and right on the D-pad, correct? Your expressions suggest you do. Excellent. Don't worry, all your Pikmin will follow you. Approach the hole and press A to enter it. Indeed, we can't leave Pikmin behind when we're exploring these caves, even if we have a group off somewhere else, or a Pikmin got lost somewhere. Your Pikmin will automatically delve deeper into the caves with you, which is nice. But yeah, the caves do indeed make it so Pikmin 2, playing this game at any given point, takes much longer than it normally would in Pikmin 1. And hey, be it the final floor, we're at the end already. Like I said, this is just the Emergence Cave. And hello, what's this? That looks important. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than a salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Well, that's a problem, because much like in Pikmin 1, we can only have 100 Pikmin out on the field at any given time. Indeed, this takes 101 Pikmin to lift it. Because of course it does. Anyway, let's carry these guys back. See what else we can find here. Stop on that, fellow. Lots of these little guys here. The Emergence Cave, of course, isn't going to be too complex an area. Nothing here is going to be extra dangerous or anything like that. We can have a relatively easy time kind of just grabbing things and exploring around. Just moseying around, having a great time. Let's see. Let's grab these guys. Those fellows will continue to carry things back. Let's see. What else is there for us to find in this here cave? I wonder. Oh, hello. What are these? Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Do they now? Well, who am I to deny them? It would appear that we have some new Pikmin. Amazing! A purple Pikmin! It has hair, and it is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers? Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Indeed, indeed. These are purple Pikmin. Purple Pikmin are basically kind of the MVPs of Pikmin 2, where they are heavy, they are slow, but tossing that enemies also causes them to be stun-locked into oblivion. If you know, have an enemy that can be stun-locked properly. But, yes, they are much slower than regular Pikmin, so you've got to kind of keep an eye on them. And as a result of them being much heavier, too, they also have a lower throwing arc than regular Pikmin. It's not really demonstrated too well here, but you can definitely see they don't go as high as your regular Pikmin types. However, you can also see that purple Pikmin are 10 times as strong as a regular Pikmin. So with those guys, and one red Pikmin, we can in fact lift this here, something or other up and carry it back. Unfortunately, since they are so incredibly slow, it still takes a while for purple Pikmin to get anywhere. So, having your whole squad help them out is definitely very handy. The equivalent of 143 Pikmin, all powered up and ready to go. Yep. This is, in fact, a time. They are still very, very slow. It takes a while for them to do anything, really. But they do eventually get this back. Valued at 200 Pokos. It's the Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error. I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press plus to contact me and go into the exploration kit on the radar screen by pressing left on the D-pad. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Okay. And we have the indication that there are no more treasures to find. Let's see. Indeed, we can check the exploration kit here and find several different helpful items that we can use once we find them. They basically all act as power-ups of sorts, uncovering new areas and giving Olimar and Luine different abilities and things like that. Singing Pikmin, very nice. Sounds to me like a little bit of the Luigi's Mansion theme, which is fantastic. And yeah, we have both a new area unlocked and a new type of Pikmin to pal around with. The purple Pikmin can only be found in underground areas like this. They do not get an onion on the surface world. Hello. Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Indeed, it looks like this is our ticket out of here. Nice to know that they went diving into this cave with no real backup plan to get out of it. And back to the surface we go. And we get our little cave summary exploration here. Cave complete! Which means we found all of the treasure in here. We found the Spherical Atlas, the Citrus Lump, the Quenching Emblem, and we got 22 Pokos worth of enemies. Which brings us up to almost 1,000 Pokos so far. And of course, since no time was passing while we were underground, once we get back out here, we can pick up right from where we left off. Indeed, indeed. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Very nice. And apparently he has even more to say. Olimar and Louie, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. Oh. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable! You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Again, indicating that there's no day limit. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. And yeah, I forgot that that kind of forces day 2 to end early. Huh. Well, I suppose we'll go get that Bulbarb another time. And off we go. Back into the atmosphere. Yeah, I guess I could have made better use of my time if I remembered that's how that would have gone, but whatever. Today's report. We found a whole bunch of stuff, and we are at 952 Pokos. We grew a bunch of Pikmin, got our purple Pikmin, and hey, still nobody died. Very nice. And we got our mail. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt with Happy Hokotate savings and loan. With Happy Hokotate savings and loan, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So, ha! Indeed. But, yeah, I guess that's going to call it for this day, then. Ended up being a bit on the shorter side than expected, because I didn't think it was going to end the day after exploring the cave. Oh well. Until next time, this is your good friend Sparky signing off for now, though, so I will see you later. The game has been saved. And yes, indeed, we have a new area unlocked. Very cool.